So what is happening right now with price action of Bitcoin? If you monitor this price movement starting in a weekly time frame, we talked about this parabolic curve scenario on my yesterday's video, but the reason why I'm actually bringing it again into this video is just to show you guys what has happened in the past price action after we failed to find support at this parabolic line, and this is exactly what we could be also witnessing in price action of Bitcoin. So that's why I wanted to show you again quickly in the past Bitcoin price action. If we look at this from 2012 till 2013, when we were forming this parabolic curve, once the price of Bitcoin failed to find support at this curve line, after that we started slowly heading towards this downward direction, in which we formed this descending channel where the upper line was acting as a resistance, lower line was acting as a support, and we were trapped inside the descending channel before we finally broke out of this upper line area and started this new uphill run. And now if you look at this similar example also from this 2015 till 2017, again same parabolic curve type of scenario. Price was finding support at this curve line, and as soon as this support got broken, we started this new move here to the downside, also forming this descending channel where the upper line was acting as a resistance, right, and lower line was acting as a support, just like with the previous example here. And after that, as soon as we broke out of this upper line area, we started showing this new parabolic move following this curve line. And now what does this mean? Is it also indicating the price of Bitcoin has officially entered this crypto winter? Because if you look at the price movement, we are also following this descending channel where the upper line is acting as a resistance and lower line is acting as a support. So as long as we are trapped inside the descending channel, there is a possibility that we could see some more range bound or even a pullback here to the downside before price finally starts breaking here to the upper direction. Because I showed you yesterday this movement here from 2013 and also here from 2014, we had this scenario which was known as a blow off top. Here as well, blow off top, right? And only after that we started actual downtrend. Since the blow off top scenario is missing in our case, that's why we are actually expecting this downward movement not to be longer than the previous price action of Bitcoin. So that's why this weekly is also very, very important, since the price is following this exact movement just like here from past price action. Now if we also look at this in a bit different way, again in a bigger time frame, you know, we have talked about this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, and right now in a weekly time frame, the only three Fibonacci level that I have included is this orange line, which is the 23.61 Fibonacci level, blue line, which is the 14.59 Fibonacci level, and now this yellow line, which is the 9.02 Fibonacci level. And why these lines are so important is because we know in the past Bitcoin price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin was in a downtrend and found support at this 14.59 Fibonacci line, we got a relief rally. This relief rally ended exactly after reaching this orange line, which is the 23.61 Fibonacci line. And after that, we also tested the yellow line, 9.02%. And after that, again, a rally here to the downside towards the bottom of this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. Here, you can see a very, very similar scenario unfolded. Price in a downtrend got support at this 14.59 Fibonacci level, saw a relief rally, right? Just like here from past Bitcoin price action, you can see, saw a relief rally, could not last longer. And after that, we got gravitated towards the bottom of the channel. And now, since this is a very, very similar scenario where we got support at this 14.59 Fibonacci level, saw a relief rally, where this relief rally also ended after reaching this 23.61 Fibonacci level, and now we are showing this weakness. So according to this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, if the price of Bitcoin is going to continue this rally here to the downside, this yellow line, which is the 9.02%, is going to be our next potential target, which is lying around, unfortunately, 33,900 price area. And also in the past, not just only the 9.02% was tested, but also the bottom of this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. And in that case, if this is going to happen, then as I've already said, the bottom of the channel could be between this 31 to 35,000 price area. And not just only this, if you also look at this in a bit different way, let me show you this interesting chart. So now if we look at this bump and run reversal top here in a daily time frame, as we are already aware, we have talked about this also plenty of time in my videos. The reason why I'm actually showing you this again is because the price target from this bump and run reversal top, right, this first target, which was around 35,000, was triggered, but this bigger target, the target 2, which is sitting around 31,000, is still open. So that's why I want you guys to be a bit careful, because if you look here to the downside, the indicators, MACD is flashing this bearish MACD cross, RSI line is below 50 level, and also the T3 CCI indicator in a negative territory, which is indicating the trend here is weakening. But it doesn't mean the price has to show a movement here in this manner. We could be seeing some more fake outs, right? Relief rally type of scenario, and again heading towards this lower target area before finally showing this actual accumulation phase for Bitcoin. And beside this bump and run reversal top, if we monitor the price movement around this area, another very interesting scenario is being unfolded. Let me show you that. So now if you look at this price movement in a 4-hour time frame around this area, we can see two different scenarios are being flashed. One here is bump and run reversal top type of scenario. Another one is this ascending broadening wedge, and both are considered to be looked as a bearish scenario. Because if you look at this simple example here, rising trend line, because those who have watched one of my video where I showed you how to look at this price action using the inverse scale, because I showed you with this ascending broadening wedge example that in a inverse scale, the price of Bitcoin, for example, if you look at this one more time, was forming this descending broadening wedge, but in an inverse scale, it's an ascending broadening wedge, which is pointing out that as soon as this line, the resistance line, is going to get broken and flipped into support, right, this will trigger another sell off. And now if you look at this in a regular scale, you can see the price broke out of the support line, retested it, was unable to re-enter this line, and after that price movement here to the downside. So what does this actually mean for Bitcoin now? Because if this here is going to be more of a ascending broadening wedge, just like I showed here in an example, as you can see, the price objective is around the lower area. So this here is around 33 to 34,000 price range. So according to this ascending broadening wedge, if this is going to play out, then we are aware this is where we could be potentially hitting here in the upcoming days for Bitcoin. But as I've already said, it doesn't mean it has to show a movement here in this manner. It could still see some more of a relief rally, right, and continue the movement towards this lower line area before showing an actual consolidation phase. And also, if you look at this in a bit different way, I mean, if you include this bump and run reversal scenario here, let me show you here. So if you look at this movement here and another movement here, this here was our first target, right? The price movement from this top to the bottom area. Another price target was this one here. So if you look at this example as well, from the top till the bottom line, and second target also from the top till the bottom line. So in this case, the first target, as soon as we broke out of it, you can see this is exactly where we are, right? So 36,400, 36,500. And now the second target is still open, which is indicating that we could be testing the lower line area again, just like as shown here in the example from this ascending broadening wedge. So that is the reason why I want you guys to be very careful at this current stage. But as I've already said to you, it doesn't mean we have to see a movement in this way. Please keep this in mind. We could see some more relief rally type of movement playing out, and again showing weakness and price getting gravitated here towards the lower target. Why? Because if you look at this price range here in a smaller time frame, we can see this one descending broadening wedge scenario, which we talked on yesterday's video in a smaller time frame, is still playing out. When we were doing the video yesterday, I told you loud and clear, only if the price of Bitcoin is going to break out of this 39,600, 39,700 line and flip it into support, only then we are going to be bullish. And that's why yesterday we saw some very volatile movement, pricing this reversal around 37,000, again 39,000, and again a move here in this manner. So in a smaller time frame, we could expect some sort of a relief rally, but in a bigger scale, as you can see, things are not looking in favor of bulls. So in the medium short term, relief rally is expected, but in general, if you look at the overall structure, it is not looking good for Bitcoin. And I am being very, very realistic here. So guys, these are some of the important stuff that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button. And also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.